we did perfectly inelastic supply, right? Vertical line. And this kind of situation we find when it is a supply of something rare, where you cannot increase the supply. So even if the prices change, the quantity supplied does not change. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what is the page number?
Yes,
Page
ma'am.
number 94. I
Okay,
think
ma'am.
93, 94. Okay. Then here the elasticity of supply was 0. Then second situation we learned perfectly elastic supply, right? Which means with on at the same price, the quantity supplied keeps on changing, right? This is an imaginary situation because this actually does not happen. We get a horizontal line, we get a horizontal supply curve in this, and with change in price, the quantity supply does not change, is totally opposite of what we have learned in law of supply, right? So this situation does not come. It is an imaginary situation. Why we study these situations? Because mathematically they are possible. So we learn all the kinds of scenarios. Okay. Now we are going to learn real life situations that can actually happen. So first is relatively elastic supply. This I think also we covered yesterday. We calculated the elasticity, right?
Yes,
Wherein
ma'am. We need to
elasticity,
take the fourth one.
yes, elasticity of supply is greater than 1. Give me a situation where elastic supply can be there. Give me a situation for any commodity which can be elastic.
Ma'am,
Supply of, yes,
daily necessities.
daily necessities, how can they be elastic? If it is milk, the production of milk in a day is fixed. Can you tell the cow to produce more milk for today?
Ma'am, may I please?
No. Yes, Arya.
Uh, Ma'am, for example, like a particular type of chair, an armchair, for example,
Okay.
is like its demand has increased, so its price will also increase. So that producer in his factory, he will automatically increase the production of that particular armchair.
But that will not happen immediately. Can it happen immediately? It will take time. It's not easy. It is not produced in a day. A chair is not, especially a custom made chair, is not produced in a day. Is it?
No.
It's a labor intensive thing, not a capital intensive. So this supply is inelastic. It will take some time for the demand to meet the supply. Yes, you can have durable goods as an example in short term. How? Because shopkeepers or producers keep a stock. Remember, we had learned supply and stock. It is not necessary that entire supply is equal to stock. They are two different things. So, in the short term, for durable goods, suppliers can take out from their stock and increase the supply, right? But for necessities, this kind of situation will not come. It necessities, it is not a elastic supply because immediately you cannot change. Can you change the production of food grain immediately? You cannot change. For the next year, maybe seeing the demand this year, you can think of increasing the production next year by using new technology. But this year, the supply is constant for that. So for necessities, it does not change. Second thing, in the short run, we have learned the terms short run and long term also. In the
Yes,
short
ma'am.
run, most of the things have a inelastic supply, right? Most of the thing, durable goods which have a stock, which can be kept, which can be uh, stored, they can have a elastic supply because sellers can take it out from their stock. But perishable things do not have a elastic supply. In the long run, supply can become elastic very easily because in the long run you can have technological changes, you can bring in more capital, you can have all other things, taste and preferences can change of people. So in the long run the supply curve becomes elastic, but in the short run it does not, right? Especially for necessities. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, now we come to relatively inelastic supply. Now did you pay attention to one thing? When I am drawing the curves, what was one thing that you saw?
Ma'am, it's always not starting from the point of origin.
Yes, it is not, supply curve does not start from the point of origin. I told you it is because there is cost of production involved, right? So supply curve does not start from the point of origin. If it starts, it is a unusual situation. We'll learn about that also. Okay. So now we come to relatively inelastic supply. Relatively inelastic supply means with a large change in price, the quantity supplied is there is a small change in quantity supplies. For example, if there is a 10% increase in price, the supply quantity does not increase by 10%. It is way less than 10%. Yeah. So here the elasticity of supply you will get as less than 1. Okay. Clear? An example. Who has not muted? Okay. So an example is given, price per unit 10,000, quantity supplied is 20. When the price increases, it doubles to 2,000. The quantity supplied is only 30. Okay, so they have calculated the percentage. It is in your book only. They have calculated the percentage. What they have calculated is with a 50% increase in price. Yes, the price increased from 100 to 2,000, 1,000 to 2,000. So it is a 50% increase in price. The quantity supplied has increased only by how much? How much? Anybody has calculated? No, I have not calculated. How much the quantity supplied has increased?
10 units.
How much?
10
Units, nahi. Tell me in percentage. Don't tell me in units. I told you it is always in percentages. Calculate fast. 30 minus 20 divided by 20 into 100. So 10 by 20 into. How come this is also 50%? The straight line supply curve passes.
And 3 by 2,
Sorry. I've taken a wrong example here. I also did not calculate this. 20 and 30. Wait. 2000 minus 1000. Just wait a second. Okay. 10. So it is a 100% increase in price with a 50% increase in quantity supplied. Okay. Now, how many of you have understood this percentage concept?
Mom, I understood this, but can you explain the last step?
The last step, which one? This one?
Elasticity of supply.
Elasticity of supply. As such, yeah, in this elasticity of supply.
No,
Which
Mom,
one are you asking?
that question.
This question only, no? Yeah, this question I want you people to do this, right? The percentages have been taken out for you with a 100% increase in price. That means year from year, the price table, you take out the percentage. 2,000 minus 1,000 divided by 1,000 into 100. Okay,
Gives us 100.
this gives you 100%. And from here, quantity supplied, you take out percentage for percentage increase in quantity. So 30 minus 20 divided by 20 multiplied by 100. That comes out to
50.
50%. So this means with a 50%, with a 100% increase in price, your quantity supplied has increased by 50% only. Now put this in the percentage formula. You have taken out 100% and 50%. In terms of percentage, what is elasticity of supply? Percentage change in price percentage change in quantity supplied divided by percentage change in price. So what is percentage change in quantity supplied? What is percentage change in quantity supplied? 50%. Just now we took out.
Yes.
Yes. And what is percentage change in price? 100%.
100%.
So 50 divided by 100 is 1 by 2.
1 by 2. Yes.
1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 0.5.
0.5.
Yes, so elasticity is less than 1. That means with the increase in prices, the increase in quantity supplied is not of that equal amount. Okay. 100% increase in prices, that means the prices have exactly doubled. The quantity supplied did not double. It was only half of it. Okay. So this is a relatively inelastic supply. That means the change in quantity supplied is a positive relationship, but not to the extent to which the price changes. Okay. Is it clear? and your relatively inelastic supply starts from this point on the x-axis. From x-axis, a straight line is your slope upwards is your supply curve. Okay, so whenever you see figures, if only figures are given to you, because I have seen these questions, they're in your books also. If only figures are given, you see to it from where the supply curve is starting. Okay, only by seeing at the supply curve only, by the origin of supply curve only, you can tell whether it is a inelastic supply curve or it is a elastic supply curve. Okay, so when the supply curve starts from the y-axis, it becomes a elastic supply curve, and no matter the slope is steep or not. Okay, and if it is starting from the x-axis, it becomes a inelastic supply curve. Okay, clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, now only one last type is left, that is your unit elasticity. We have done unit elasticity of demand also. Unit elasticity of supply is also same, where your elasticity of supply is equal to 1. That means your supply, as your price increases, the percentage by which the price increases, the quantity supplied also changes or increases by the same percentage. Okay, is it clear? Now the schedule that is given to you, at price 10, 20 was supplied, at price 15, 30 was supplied. Fast calculate the percentages, percentage change in price and percentage change in supply. First, supply will be 15 minus 10 divided by 10 divided by 10 into 100. So that will be 5 by 10 into 100. Yes, how much is it? Krishna, how much is it?
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, why divided by 10?
why
Ma'am,
divided by 10? Because your first price is 10 only. P is
Ma'am,
10.
Ma'am,
Yes,
50% for both.
50% for both.
Fine.
Yes, 30 minus 20 divided by 20. You always take the initial price and initial quantity
Right.
in the denominator. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So both is 50%.
50%.
Yes, both is 50% only. So
Yes.
with the
Yes,
increase in price by 50%, your quantity supplied has increased by 50%. So it is a same kind of change, right? Equal change for both. For such kind of supply curves, it always starts from the origin, right? So looking at the supply curve only from their point of origin only, you can tell whether it is a elastic supply, it is an inelastic supply, or it is a unit supply. Okay, now I have highlighted this. Remember, howsoever steep or flat is the straight line supply curve passing through the origin, elasticity of supply will always be equal to 1. Okay, so whenever you see a supply curve which is passing through its origin, that means your supply is going to be unit. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So all 5 elasticities are clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, let's just end up and then I'll discuss some questions with you. Okay, different price elasticity given in a tabular form. When your elasticity is equal to 0, it is perfectly inelastic. That means the change in price does not affect the supply at all. Okay, so if supply is constant in this place, whatever the price. When your elasticity is less than 1, it is a relatively inelastic supply. That is, percentage change in supply is less than or smaller than the percentage change in price. Okay, is elasticity equal to 1, unit elasticity, that means both are equal. The percentage change in supply is equal to percentage change in price. Okay, elasticity greater than 1 is a relatively elastic supply. That means a little change in price will have more change in supply. Okay, and then elasticity equal to infinity, it's a perfectly elastic supply. Infinite change in supply at a given price. Now out of these 4 situations, this one situation, the last one, that is infinity, is a hypothetical situation. Okay, is an imaginary situation, right? The last topic of this chapter is what determines this elasticity of supply. Okay, I told you in the short run, mostly, especially for necessities, your elasticity will be less than 1. Okay, it will be inelastic. So what are the reasons because of this elasticity is like this? First is possibility of shifting from production. Okay, if the commodity is like this, that the producers can easily shift from production of one commodity to another, the supply becomes elastic. Explain this to me. Explain.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you
Explain.
repeat?
Explain. I have written here, producers can shift from one production to another commodity easily. Now, if a situation is like this, the elasticity is, it is very elastic supply. How? What is the meaning of being an elastic supply?
It can be increased or decreased easily.
It increases
Ma'am,
more than
percentage change in supply.
the percentage change in price. So if the producers can easily shift, right? If in some production they are getting more profit, so instead of producing one commodity X, the producers can easily shift to production of commodity Y. The supply of commodity Y becomes elastic because more producers have come this side now, so the more supply will happen. Yes or no? Yes, but this is not possible in terms of what? Especially in terms of your agriculture produce. You cannot change your, you cannot shift from one production of wheat to rice instantly. Can you do it?
No,
You
no,
cannot
ma'am.
do it. You have to wait for the season, right? So this kind of possibility is there only if you have some consumer goods, not those huge fridge and TVs. You cannot immediately shift. Maybe you can reduce the size. If the smaller size TVs are more in demand, they will stop or they will reduce the
Ma'am,
production of large size TVs and shift to small size TVs. Okay, so the supply of smaller TVs can be elastic. Okay, but it is not possible in terms of agriculture produce. Yes.
ma'am, can I give an example? I'm a bit confused.
Okay, give.
Producer is producing tables, but the supply of tables is less. So he will shift to producing chairs more, and the
Yes,
supply is more.
because
Is
it
that
is in the same
correct?
industry. Yes, it is in the same industry. If he sees
Ma'am,
that a certain type of chairs are more in demand, he will stop the production of other and shift to that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am, I wanted to ask, like, her only had a doubt. For example, if like the car model, if there is one car model, it's not there in the it's not working in the market. If they stop it and take another, like,
Yes, they
so
can
what
do
will
it.
be there?
But in the short supply, these things are, that is why I said normally short supply, the supply is inelastic because immediately it is not possible. What is
Yes.
there already in production, they cannot stop it, right? Because it is already in production. But for the next batch, they can change the ratio. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
so
yes,
everything, like nothing is of short-term supply, or ma'am, may you give example? Like I'm a
for
little confused.
I just now get,
Short-term,
see, very immediate change does not happen.
yes.
Immediate supply cannot change. Immediate supply is inelastic only, whatever you see, except if you can keep the durable goods in stock. Like today something is increased in demand and the seller has it already in stock, already manufactured in stock, he can just bring it from the stock and increase the supply for it. Okay, so very
Okay.
short supply, very immediate demands, they can be satisfied like this only for durable goods. But in the short term, suppose for a month, in a month, short term is a month. Okay, in a month for durable goods, yes, they can change the supply.
Okay.
Yes, same
Yes.
through the stocks they can bring, or they can just change. Maybe they can bring in more label to produce more goods with the same type of machinery that they are using, right? For durable goods this is possible, but you cannot do
Okay.
it for milk products, you cannot do it for agriculture products, because in a month you cannot change the production. Can you tell the cow that next month they start giving more milk? No. What you can do is you can buy more cows, and maybe in a time frame of 6 months or a year you increase the production of milk. Okay.
Yes,
Now
yes,
is it
yes.
clear? So in the
Yes.
long run, everything can become elastic. But in the short run, those things only can become elastic, which can have a storage, which can be stored, which are there in the stock. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next point is length of time. Length of time, I have already explained to you that
Yes.
things tend to be relatively inelastic in the short run because everything, the supply cannot change, right? But elastic can be relatively elastic in the long run because in the long run, you can bring in more capital, you can bring in more technology, you can change the ratio of capital and labor. If it requires more label, you can get more label in. So in the long run, you can have lot of changes. Therefore, the supply becomes elastic in the long run. Okay. Third point is behavior of cost of production. What is cost of production?
Land, labor, capital, and
Yes, the labor,
entrepreneur.
capital, etc. Now, what is the meaning of behavior of cost of production? Behavior of cost of production means if you are changing, if you want to change, you want to increase the supply, right? But your cost of production, you will incur a cost of production if you are increasing the supply, right? If you are producing 50 shirts today, you want to produce 70 shirts, you have to bring in more labor, right? So your cost of production increases. So if your cost of production does not increase by a good amount of margin, a small margin only it increases, but which gives you a better profit, then you will increase the supply. In this case, the supply is elastic. But if your cost of production increases more than the profit that you are thinking you will get by increasing the supply, you will not increase the cost of production. Yes or no? In that case,
Yes,
your
ma'am.
supply becomes inelastic. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So how the cost of production determines your supply, right? It depends on how much you are going to spend on cost of production. Okay. Then nature of commodity produced. Nature of commodity also I have told you, if it is a durable thing, it is elastic because it can be stored. So you can take out whatever you have in stock and then increase the supply. But if it is a perishable item like milk, like food items, which cannot be stored for long, their supply is inelastic. Okay. Then last is risk taking. Risk taking is where the entrepreneurs come in because all the decisions are made by the entrepreneurs. If they see that this is a short term market in the sense ye thode dino ka hai, then it is not going to stay. So some of them might decide that it is not worth taking the risk. Afterwards, if we increase the supply, we will not be able to decrease it, and the profit that we are going to get will not be at par with what we have spent as cost of production. So they are not willing to take that risk. They will not increase the supply. In this case, supply becomes inelastic. Okay. But if there are entrepreneurs, yes, Arya.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like
Yes.
this, you were telling if it's so short term and if they increase. So like, ma'am, overproduction will be there. So, but they can export it, right?
Yes,
If they want to.
overproduction is there. See, when the sellers are deciding, they decide seeing the demand in the market and
Okay.
seeing the future expectations also, right? So
Oh,
if they expect ki abhi this is hardly for 2 or 3 days, then the supply demand is going to be normal only. They may not increase the supply because this demand is hardly for 2 3 days, right? Or
okay.
if they get in these 2 3 days only, our profit margin will be very big, they will increase the supply. But that will only be possible in case of durable goods, right? Perishable goods
Yes,
still do
ma'am.
not have that kind of elasticity in them. Okay. So risk taking is clear to all. If an entrepreneur
Yes,
is
ma'am.
willing to take the risk, the supply becomes elastic. If he is not willing to take the risk, the supply becomes inelastic. Okay. So with the page number 99, you can see question number 29. Question number 29, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there is a supply curve given there.
Yes.
Now Krishna, explain this. Explain the supply curve. Just hold on a second, I'll come in a second. Hold on a second. Yes. Yes, Krishna. Explain the supply curve. 29 question. What do you see? There are three supply curves given.
Yes.
Yes. So explain this to me. They have asked rank their price elasticity. So ranking their price elasticity mean you have to tell which is more elastic, which is less elastic, whatever the 5 kinds of elasticity we have learned. Who can answer this question?
Ma'am.
Divyata can.
Ma'am,
Okay.
me.
Arya can also. Meet, what happened?
Ma'am, which question?
Page number
Question number
99,
29.
question number 29. There is a figure given to you and they have asked you to rank the three price elasticities. Yes, Divyata. What
So-
happened? Krishna, not able to answer?
Mom,
No, ma'am.
Yes, Divyata.
Ma'am, I can explain this diagram.
Explain.
So the origin of point for all the three commodities is 1.
Is
And
not
their-
1, it is 0. It is
Yeah,
starting
0.
from the
Like
point
one
of origin.
point.
Yes,
Same
they all
origin
have
point.
same origin point. Yes.
unit elastic supply.
So
It is
a
unit elastic supply.
yes, it is a unit elastic supply. You don't have to look at anything else. I told you, I highlighted that line also for you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? See
Is
here I
steep
have
or
highlighted
flat?
it. Yes, I have highlighted. However steep or flat the straight line supply curve is, if it is passing through the origin, elasticity of supply is equal to 1. For all these curves, the elasticity of supply is equal to 1 because it is passing from the point of origin. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, so this question,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
like if it is given in the exam,
Hmm.
to state that it is this type of
Yes.
elasticity of
All
demand
three, yes, all three will be unit elasticity of demand
and
because
state the reason.
yes, because they are passing from the point of
point
origin.
of origin.
Yes. Okay. Is it clear?
Okay.
See, their
Yes, ma'am.
steepness is different. All three have different steepness. That different steepness means the still the change in the price will be equal to the change in quantity supplied. If you see, if you draw lines on three different from price to the supply to the x-axis and y-axis, you will see that change in all the three lines are same. They are same for all three. Okay, whether it is steep or a flat curve. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question that was
Ma'am, in
interesting?
question number 30,
Question number 30. Okay, study the graph and identify the supply curve S1 and S3 with respects to its time element. Okay. So you have to time element is short run supply and long run supply. Time element means short run and long run. So now you have to identify which of these will be a short run and which of these will be a long run. Okay. Look at S1. Look in S1, the price changes, but the quantity supplied does not change.
Strictly elastic supply.
So it is an inelastic supply, and this kind of inelastic supply is there in the short run because immediately you cannot change the supply. Okay. The second one is it's a straight line showing not a very too much variation. It is a elastic supply,
relatively elastic supply.
relatively elastic supply. And the third one is very elastic.
Inelastic supply.
Okay, if you
I have
draw a
made
line,
it.
okay, you
Yeah, I
have
have
drawn
drawn line.
lines, very good. Why with a short change in price your quantity supplied is changing by too much
Ma'am.
proportion?
It comes like this when you draw the lines.
Where are you? When you draw the
This.
line, your change in supply price is less than your change in quantity. No, is more than your price. I can't see it.
This one.
See, you draw a line from price curve to the
Yes.
supply curve. Yes.
This.
So your price curve if changes by suppose 1 centimeter, your quantity supplied is changing by nearly 0.5. So that is a more than change in price. So it is a elastic, very elastic supply. Yes, or no?
Yes.
So it's a very elastic supply. Okay. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let me. Yes.
Ma'am, what's S3 then?
S3 only we discussed right now.
It's relative elastic.
S3 is very elastic, right? S1, S2 is moderately elastic because the change in price is nearly equal to the change in supply. If you draw lines from the supply and the price axis, you will see that the change is nearly same. Okay. Okay, first is the perfect elastic, inelastic, that too you have to do it from here. Yeah, this is an interesting question. The second one, because of a cyclone in an area, the sea level covers a number of rice fields. This reduces the productivity of land. How will it affect the supply in that region? Explain.
Ma'am, there will be less growth of crops.
Less growth of crop, then
Ma'am, the supply of perishable goods will decrease.
the supply will decrease. So how will the supply curve change? What
Ma'am,
kind of change will be there? We are not talking of elasticity here. We are talking of supply curves only. Okay. So what kind of change will be there in supply? We have
There
learned
would be shift
change
in
in supply.
supply curve.
There will be a shift in supply curve. Yes, because it is not because of change in only prices. It is a change in quantity supplied because of other reasons other than price. So there is going to be a shift in supply curve. And where will the supply curve shift?
ma'am, it will shift on the left side.
Yes, it will shift towards the left side. Okay, so this is how you are going to explain it. See, I have given you an explanation,
Yes.
right? So you have to draw a curve and explain it is going to be a, because it is other than price increase, therefore there is going to be a shift in supply curve, and because the production has decreased, the shift will be towards the left side. Okay,
This is the
and
diagram for decrease in supply.
yes, okay, and you have to pay attention that your supply curve does not start from origin. Okay,
Yes.
okay, then
Ma'am,
starting from origin, that is yes, unit
ma'am,
elasticity.
so
Hmm.
if this kind of question comes, we just have to do that shift in the supply curve and draw the diagram. We
Yes,
don't
there
have,
is shift. What kind of shift and why that shift has happened?
okay, so we have to mention
If
the product.
and reason and the diagram.
Yes, and the
Okay.
diagram. Okay, so you have to tell because it is other than price, reasons other than price, there will be a shift in supply curve. And because the productivity has decreased, the shift will be towards the left side. And then you have to show it with the help of a diagram, explain the diagram. Okay, that
Yes.
SS were your initial and it shifted now to S1, S1 or whatever you name it. Okay. Okay,
Hmm.
this is all given in your book. Why is price elasticity of supply always positive? Remember this, it is always positive. Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Ma'am,
of the
because
direct
Ma'am, because they are variable.
No, because there is a direct relationship between price and supply.
Ah.
We learned about
Ma'am, they are variable.
they are variable. They are variable.
The
Both are
price
variable.
increase.
I
that will
said,
be
why is
inverse.
it always positive? Okay, now this question. Explain the effect of an increase in taxes on supply curve. Now
It
this,
will shift to the left side.
why?
There will be a shift.
Why?
Ma'am, if the
Ma'am,
taxes
because for the suppliers there will be a shift on the left side because there is heavy taxation, so the
So,
cost of production will increase.
yes,
Will
that
decrease
is the right answer because taxes always go in cost of production, right? They calculate this in cost of production. So because their cost of production goes up, their profit comes down. Yes, when their profit comes down, they will decrease because the prices will be affected with that. So they will decrease the price, decrease the supply, and because they will decrease the supply, it will shift over.